Sk808, what's good?
What up? You know what I'm saying? Gas and beats, man. That's it.
No cap, that's what we on.
What's up?
What you smoking on?
You know, good old if you know, you know.
Okay. Why's your name Sk808? You a skater?
Yeah. Like, I grew up doing that shit. Like, outside of music, everybody knew me as a nigga that skated too. And then, like, it wasn't a lot of black kids skateboarding growing up, especially, like, really being from the city or really being from sections and shit like that. It wasn't a lot of them. So, that, and then, I always been a music nigga, but, like, when I started making beats, like, that wasn't even my name at first. You feel me? My first name was Merle Skate because I couldn't figure out, like, a girl gave me that name, matter of fact. So I was just like, shit, I'm gonna run with that. And then I say like 2018, I changed it. It was like Sk808, just, you know, 808 skateboarding. So a lot of niggas be trying to say Sk808. Stop getting my name wrong.
Yeah, I heard that. I heard the nigga say that. I was like, damn.
Like, no, that ain't my name. You know how many SKs it is?
Facts.
It's only one skate.
Yeah.
Straight up, like.
Listen to the tag. You know what I'm saying? Sk808, nigga.
Shit is statement.
Let's talk about this 42 Dugg ESCG placement. How you get that? What's going on?
I ain't even gonna lie. I didn't even know that was coming out. All that shit. Like, me and Flex did the beat a while back, probably like around the summertime. We was at Collabs camp, like in the CYN camp and shit like that. We was just cooking and shit. But me and Flex already had the 42 Dugg placements. But like, we've been locked in ever since. And it's crazy, that placement was the first like beat we did together, period. Like, so chemistry just been good since then. Yeah, so we just cooked at the CYN camp. Then next thing you know, like, he hit me like, hey, it's a record. The nigga Dugg always get on live and play his songs. Like, and every time like I get on live, or every time like our placement come out, the snippet come from the live and shit. So it's him and his artist Tay Money. Tay Money walked the shit. So we did the paperwork and shit like that, and the session files and the session papers and shit. Here we are, number one. You know what I'm saying? In one day.
How you meet Flex?
Shit, I forgot how he just ended up just coming to Music Box. Like, that's a studio I had. And like, I just had hella niggas just coming through, hella niggas, like whoever, you know what I'm saying? Like, niggas that fuck with us, artists, all that shit. So it was 4 rooms, right there in the middle of the city and shit, right next to everything. It was perfect. It was a vibe. So yeah, Flex just ended up at my studio one day, and we were just talking. We was just talking about Detroit music shit, because I fuck with Detroit music. So I'm like, that shit hard. Like, Doughboy Cash Out, like all that shit, like from the back, you know what I'm saying? So he was just like, yeah, I be working with Dugg. I'm like, oh, for real? Like, what song you did? He said he did that song with Long Way and Baby. And Dugg, I'm like, oh, we got to cook. Like, so I was like, come to the other room. I had my shit set up. We just started cooking. We just been cool ever since. So.
Hey, yeah. I hear a lot of good stuff about Flex. I met him. He a good dude.
He a real nigga, man. He a real nigga. Ain't too many like that. He a real.
So what have you learned from Flex, like collabing with him? I know his skill level go crazy. He be a robot on the computer. I be like, what the fuck?
Shit, like, our cook-up's really similar for real. But like, I like how, like, he's really from Detroit. So seeing like the ideas that they doing to really push Detroit music is like, damn, like, that's how you thinking? Like, that shit hard for real. A lot of niggas ain't, you know what I'm saying? So like, and I got a lot of ways where I'll just be experimenting with shit like that versus just sticking to the grain. Like, I'm trying to like put sounds together and match genres and shit like that. So we kind of be on the same type of time when it comes to cooking. I don't really be shit. So, but I like what he does, like to bring differences to like the Detroit style beat, and it's making a lot of niggas like do different types of beats and shit like that. So shout out to Flex, man. But yeah, but like we cook up like in a lot of the similar ways and shit. So it just be back to back and shit like that, you know?
That's hard. So collaborating with producers, what's something that will help you gravitate towards a producer to want to work with them and let them use your network and shit like that?
Creativity, originality, the beat arrangement, that's important. A lot of niggas don't be like thinking about that shit. A lot of niggas just be looping 2, you know what I'm saying, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2, sometimes doing 4 and 4 and then 8. It's like, what's the structure like? So hearing how you structure the beat is hard too. You know, like, I'm a drumming ass nigga. Like, I'm a drummer for real. Like, I really like did all that shit. So I listen to how you put your drums in, how you pick your pockets and your perks and shit like that. Like even your open hats. Like I'm a detail nigga too. Like I'm detailed with everything. Like I pay attention to everything. That's just how my mind works. But when it comes to music, especially like how it feels too, and how you mix it. Like mixing is important too. It ain't gotta be perfect, cause like nobody's gonna have like the perfect mix for every single beat. Like, but you know what I'm saying? Just hearing shit like that. But ultimately the creativity thing, like. And if you make your own melodies, ain't nothing wrong with using loops, but like if you can make your own melodies too, you're a cold nigga. Like.
Facts. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of niggas be forgetting that shit. Like ain't nothing wrong with using loops and shit, but if you can't make your own loops, like I'm not gonna say you holding yourself back, but it's like you're limiting your creativity for real.
I got another question. With what you talking about right now, a lot of producers say I'm a loop maker, but isn't that a producer?
It's a producer.
So is that kind of like trying to finesse your
They gotta stop doing that shit though. Like in terms of like categorizing shit in the producer community, like
yeah,
gotta stop doing that, bro. We all producers.
Exactly.
You just specialize in one portion of making beats and production and shit. That's just like engineers. Like they don't got genres for engineers. Some engineers are better at one thing than the next. Like that's why no engineer is the same.
Facts.
No music is like nothing's the same, bro. Like no matter if you're doing it the same way as another producer, you're doing it the way another producer does it. You know what I'm saying? Like it ain't gonna matter for real. Cause you might do it this much different than the next producer. You know what I'm saying? So
how you feel about producers that call themselves loop makers who don't really want to have a brand? Cause it's engineers out here with fat ass brands. Like you don't even make beats, you still got a fat brand. You know what I'm saying?
Why would you not want to be a brand? I feel like a lot of niggas just be wanting to chicken. And that's cool, but like, I feel like just go big and go home. Like this shit endless, especially if you're a loop maker. You only make loops, make everything. Why not? Same thing with beats too though, but yeah, that's how I look at it. Like go big and go home, so don't even play with it. Like don't limit yourself.
Yeah, give us like 2 or 3 things that you may feel like is tearing the producer community apart.
Stop hogging the fucking ox, man. Like, god damn. Like, yeah, like it'd be cool to play a couple beats, but like y'all are all produced. Let everybody goddamn, you know what I'm saying? And like even with collabs, stop hogging the collab. Like y'all niggas don't even know how to collab on beats no more. Like it's cool to make a skeleton of a beat, but it's different to make the whole shit. Like do the hi-hats and the claps and get up. Like damn, bro.
God.
You feel me? Like if you gonna make the whole beat by yourself, go ahead, cause sometimes the beat be done.
Right.
And be like, nah, that's some extra shit you can do to it. It's like, I guess.
Right.
But also I'm the type of nigga, like if I'm making a beat for real, I keep saving different versions of it. But I make sure I got the original, cause if the original hard, like, and I want to change, so I'm gonna just save it and make it do it. You know, the little quick key and shit like that. So, Control N if y'all don't know the quick key. That's what I say. That's how I look at all that shit though.
What's the most annoying thing you see in the studio session?
Talking too damn much. It's different if you already know in the room. I ain't saying don't be yourself, but like a lot of niggas talk themselves out of situations. Like they overplay. Like I ain't even gonna say they part, cause now like 9 times out of 10 you come in the room, you're trying to network and shit. It's a way to do that versus straight up dick riding or you know what I'm saying, just talking too much. Every time a nigga say something, you gotta rebuttal, you gotta say something back. Like you don't know these niggas, they don't know you, but it's a time and place for everything. I feel like that's what a lot of the producers be forgetting. And a lot of niggas be excited and fanned out. Like, you gotta remember these folks people too.
Facts.
Now, I be getting it though sometimes, cause it's just like you from a little city or you from somewhere that you don't see shit like this, so you a little starstruck. Like, I ain't gonna take that away. Like, people human, like, we all have been starstruck at some point to some degree. If it's not like too much, you just like, oh damn, that's so-and-so. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. But sometimes folks just, all that trying to take pictures and shit, like, if you don't know the niggas, like, you know?
Relax.
But that's just what come with the Instagram games and shit like that these days. Like, it could look good, but live it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I tell folks all the time, like, when I'm working, I'd rather niggas, like, take the pictures of us working than me trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
That shit be weird, bro. I be seeing that. I done seen nigga walk over and get in the nigga picture, like, bro, I done been everywhere, bro. I'm not tripping on no photo, like,
Yeah.
You feel me?
What's the craziest thing a fan ever did to you? Like, on some fanned out shit.
I ain't gonna say I ever had like no fanned out shit just happen just yet, but
Yeah.
it ain't just niggas though. It's the women too though. So
Okay.
yeah, just like being extra thirsty. You know what I'm saying? But like, you know, it's cool though.
Yeah.
I appreciate the love. Like
Yeah.
I ain't gonna knock it.
So what do you do for fun outside the studio? You know what I'm saying?
Man, get high, go outside, breathe fresh air. The air ain't too fresh no more, but you know what I'm saying? Like all that pollen, all that goddamn pollution and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Go outside, take in the sun. You know what I'm saying? Shopping, buying clothes and shit.
Yes, sir.
I like driving too on some crazy shit. Like I
You
just
like driving?
I do.
Yeah.
Like I think the city is so nice, especially now that the city turned up like this. Like we always been turned, but like it's a new level now. Just seeing like just the environment, like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Especially when I get like new music on leaving the studio, late night or some shit like that. I got some new music to listen to, shit like that. Like that's my time to, you know what I'm saying.
You fuck with the strip clubs down here?
I don't be going to the club like that though.
For real?
Cause like if I go to the club, I want my shit. Like I want my shit to play.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to. No offense to other niggas though, cause other niggas shit be hard, but I be trying to hear my shit in there too, cause I also want to hear how it sound, but also seeing how the women react. Like you know, you get the women, you got them. That's why a lot of my records are like female records.
Yeah.
Which is crazy, but that's a great thing though. You
I
know?
seen you say in the interview, you was saying that you be clicking everything, you don't really fuck with the keyboard. I want to know, like, niggas be talking shit or niggas be trying to compare themselves?
I be fucking with the keyboard, but I just know once I get what I need from playing in the keyboard, I know my process. A lot of niggas don't know their process. While they trying to see what another nigga do. You can see what other folks do. Like I ain't gonna sit here and say don't learn, but don't just straight up take it, cause then you might not do it the same. Like that goes to taking shit like that, like what I was saying earlier and shit. But yeah, like I use the keyboard all that just to be depending on how I feel. I can't really speak for other niggas, so all that whatever shit, like, I ain't trying to hear it, bro. I can make my own loop, so fuck what y'all talking about. Like that would be niggas' biggest arguments and shit, like, you know.
For you, is it having a girlfriend, like one woman, or multiple?
You know, at the rate we going, you know what I'm saying? Shit moving. Like I ain't really got time to settle down for real. I don't got that time. But you know, if I fuck with you, you ain't gotta worry about nothing.
What if she come and she just add an immense amount of value? You feel me? She just put you on.
If she the one, she the one.
All right.
Like, but that's gonna be up to you to decide. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna say just jump in.
What's some qualities that make a female stand out then?
She got like girls.
This nigga tripping.
You know, I like authentic folks, like authentic people. Like, don't be trying to play all the extra shit. Like, I ain't saying don't enjoy yourself. Don't pay attention. Like, you a woman, you gonna do shit like that. You gonna do women shit, like female shit, but don't be overdoing shit. Like, just relax, bro. Like, just chill. You feel me? That's all I be saying. Cause just chill. Like, everything about you, just relax.
You ever been arrested?
Nah.
Clean.
Knock on wood.
Clean.
I ain't never been arrested.
Been in any fights?
For sure.
What's the record?
3.
3?
Yeah.
3-0?
I be chilling. Yeah.
You chilling? All right, bet. What's your favorite strap?
Man, I miss my Glock so much, bro.
What you got on there?
I got a Smith & Wesson.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Cool as shit, but I like guns. Like, you know. That's all y'all niggas need to know.
Holster or no holster?
Right now, I ain't got no holster.
Okay. I'll take that. What part of Atlanta you from exactly?
From the West End.
West End? Okay.
Metropolitan and Deal, to be exact.
That's
Like,
what's up.
Right there. Like, I really grew up and seen that shit change to what it is now. Like, shit crazy.
So
But where I'm at, though, I'm on the border of, like, Zone 3 and Zone 4. Like, I go up the street, take a right, I'm in the 4. You know
so
what
what's
I'm
some things you seen
Take a
change?
just white folk just piling in, like, and they taking away everything, like barbershops, mosques, and new corner stores and shit. Like, they putting new gas stations all over the place. This shit just different, bro. They really walking around, just, you know,
Right.
like the shit about to turn to Virginia Highlands.
With their dogs and everything at night, late as hell. It's different right now, right?
Way different.
It's crazy.
But it's crazy. That don't stop shit.
Facts.
If anything, shit turned in niggas' eyes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So,
How you feel about them trying to break Buckhead away?
that's weird, bro. Y'all niggas being weird as hell. How y'all trying to be outside of Atlanta? Y'all are a part of the fucking city. Like, y'all scared. Like, shit happen everywhere. So, what the fuck y'all... What is that gonna do?
Facts.
Scary ass people, man. Life is life.
How you feel about like 6 niggas collabing on one beat? And I ain't talking about just
fucking many, bro.
too many.
6.
I mean, look on
I feel
Genius.
like 3 is enough. Oh no. I
should
know,
be
bro.
nasty on
'Cause when I
Genius.
looked at the slime language credits, I seen one beat had 5 niggas. It be 3 niggas on the loop. What the fuck y'all doing? Y'all niggas know how to collab on loops but not beats. What type
What
of
the
shit is that?
This nigga did one instrument.
What
This nigga
the
did-
fuck are y'all here for? You feel me? At that point, do your job, go home. Like, y'all, it don't really seem like y'all niggas is putting records together. Like, y'all just throwing beats together that sound good. But it be a lot of the foreign folks too, though. So, like, I can't hate they process either. But if you're in America, bro, y'all gotta stop at 3. Like, 3 niggas is enough. But 4, 5, 6, like, man, y'all know y'all gotta split that money, right? And the back ends.
I know some producers that like they got placements and they had to give a split to a nigga because he sent them the loot. Like he ain't make nothing. He just sent it to him. How you feel about that?
Like, he sent it to him.
Like, he just
he
sent it
made
to
him
him,
beat out
like-
the loop.
Yeah, like Sway make a loop and I'd be like, hey, check this out.
You fuck with that, yeah? You make a beat out of it and you send it and get it placed?
No, I didn't make the beat. He made the loop and I just delivered this shit to you. Now it's a hit.
And you get a percentage, like a producer credit?
Yeah, I've seen that before. I wouldn't do it. I'd be like, here, nigga, get 10 million. I don't need shit, but
I always say, business is business at the end of the day. Like, y'all niggas gotta remember that. It ain't never personal.
yeah.
Like, you gotta think about, would that have happened if that person didn't do that?
I'm talking about a big percentage though. 50-50, like.
That's what A&R do.
Literally, like,
Literally, that's their
you know?
shit.
So it's like, shit.
Executive producer.
Oh God. You
But
get it together.
at the end of the day, though, it's all about what you negotiate. That's business, period.
Do you feel like right now we got a lot of A&Rs and managers who really don't know what the fuck they doing?
I feel like it's a lot of good intention and it's a lot of bad intention too. It's a lot of hidden agendas. That's what I feel like, and that's where like the shit separates. You know what I'm saying? Like that's the line. It ain't thin, it ain't little. Like that's the line. You know, even if they don't even know that they doing it like that, sometimes it's just in them. They might not realize that, but it's just like, just do y'all job. Y'all nigga do y'all job. Shit gonna go right. But y'all nigga not doing y'all job.
But they don't be knowing what their job is.
Facts.
I mean,
They be trying to play so many roles.
facts.
It's like just pick one and work
Yeah.
your move with that when you're able to really do it. Like, don't just say, I know these folks.
Facts. Exactly.
Like, so,
Exactly.
I know a lot of niggas. I don't got songs with everybody, but I still got songs with
Exactly.
everybody, though. You know what I'm saying?
What's the manager's job for you in your perspective?
My perspective is like, help me, like, ultimately, you're going to have a lot of shit to do. You got a lot of people submitting loops to you and shit like that. You got people emailing you and shit, especially when you start getting turned for real. You know, but my manager, like, shout out to Nate, Black Nate, you know what I'm saying? He's been with me since before I had motion. Like, when I was selling beats for $50, he was still helping me get beats sold for $50. And I still gave him a piece. I still do a lot of that shit on my own, but he don't trip about that because it's like, shit, I didn't help you do that. You know? I just feel like business should be commission based. Like, conversation and the action is 2 different things.
Facts. The manager's job is to create opportunity. I know a lot of managers that be working in gray areas.
Yeah.
Oh, what's the name just came in here? Let's do that. Hey, they just working on whatever
If
they
you work
see.
that move right then and there, like I get a placement from you doing that,
Yeah.
we're gonna shake hands and let's do it.
Facts.
What you need, or what do we agree on? You feel me?
So everything you basically work out with your managers. Cause that's what I got with my business management. You know what I'm saying? If I did this shit, I did this shit. You know what I'm saying? If you did it, take what you take.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Cause at that point, that play wouldn't have happened without you. So it's like they're A&Rs in a sense, but it's like they're your A&Rs.
Facts.
But they help you handle your business, and they have to agree with your business, as well as you agreeing with theirs. You feel me? All you gotta do is square business though. Make it make sense. Don't have it not make sense, cause nigga not stupid.
Facts.
So like I be hating to hear the producer stories of like nigga getting tried and shit. Like if it's like via, cause you know a lot of shit is like via the email and shit now.
Fact.
So sometimes it's like only thing you can do is like send CNDs or get a lawyer. For y'all niggas that don't got one, get one. When it's time to really get one, like work out with that lawyer what you can pay them. If you can't pay them, they fee. Like conversations, everything. You feel me? So you know what I'm saying? You just had that conversation and everything is starting to be like via email and like technology and shit. So it takes away from the face-to-face conversations. It ain't got to be tension, but it's got to be direct. You know what I'm saying? A lot of niggas confuse being tense with a nigga with being direct with a nigga. Like, look, bro, like at this point we done did that, and the third. It's business. Like we agreed. You feel me?
How should you move as a producer? Like, I feel like a lot of producers, it's the way they move, and they might move like they're a little soft, or they might move like, yeah, it's okay to run over me. So how should you move as a producer to get that respect? Like, okay, cool. Like, hey, hello, you did this. You know what I'm saying? This is the percentage you get. How do you get that respect to where people want to include you on the business?
I'd say for me, learn like as much as you can. Even if you don't learn everything right there, like right there in that moment. You know, shit always changes with the game now, and now it's quicker. Like, there's new shit that we can get paid from. There's new shit that streams. There's new shit that collects shit. Like, just try to stay up to date with everything. But also include the folks who do business with whatever you're doing. You know, once you got a solid foundation, it makes it a little bit easier too, because now niggas is like, okay, I can do this, I can do that, this, that, and the third. But y'all got to make sure all y'all can eat, though. If there's nothing there, they have to believe in what you're doing.
Facts.
But at that point, if you getting money, like, break them folks off, because they working hard just like you. They putting your, you know what I'm saying? Putting your shit together.
Who all got on your team right now, like, as far as the team? Right?
Nate.
That's it? Just one
As far
manager?
as, like, management, yeah. Like, that's it right now. So that's probably, that's going to be it. That's it.
So for producers that haven't got to the level you got, when should they grab a manager?
I say with management, it's like one of those things where if you don't have one, when like you started this shit, when you start to realize like, okay, I need help, get a manager, but make sure the manager is interested in you too. Like, don't just go get a nigga like, hey, I need help. Cause he might not even fuck with your shit. He start like trying to wax you and shit like that, pay too much money, like make you, like he might really be trying to play with you and shit like that. Folks be on that. You feel me? And all these Instagram scams, like y'all producers that's not big and shit that be seeing these niggas and they DM you like, pay me. Stop doing that. Stop paying niggas to get on your beats and shit. Stop doing that. I feel like if you hard, you hard. It'll happen. We from Atlanta.
Yeah.
We grew up with everybody.
True.
We seen everybody glow. You feel me? Even
True.
if you didn't recognize it, like, oh damn, that's so and so from shit. They doing it like that. That was up. Like, then that thing, you know, y'all reconnect. Y'all start goddamn. You know what I'm saying?
It be a lot of artists nowadays, more than usual. They be like, they post on their story, hey, like, I'm charging niggas to hop on their beats. I'm charging just for everything. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to do promos. Like, do you feel like
I'm not mad at promos.
You not mad at promos?
No, not promos. But finish your question, bro. My bad.
No. Do you feel like those posts are really to prey on the people who don't know what they're doing?
I feel like don't just do it with anybody. Do it with like, you know what I'm saying? Do your homework.
Yeah.
If you see that they like, you know, that they actually moving, they post really work the shit and it stays up there for however long, you know what I'm saying? Or your shit do some numbers from that, you know? I'm not mad at a business investment, but don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't be green. You can't be going for shit like that. You gotta pay attention, but I just personally feel like if you shouldn't really like be paying niggas to get on your beats if you have a market for that, to where you don't have to. We're from the market where we don't have to.
It's crazy. I be seeing A&Rs charging these little producers up that really never met nobody. You know what I'm saying? Charging them, hey, I can get Young Boy on a beat. You know what I'm saying? Charging them a few hundred, doing all this crazy
That's
shit.
That ain't
A&R. You feel me?
That's finessing.
Like, niggas is really doing it.
Yeah,
you know
a lot of
what I'm
niggas
saying?
finessing. Like, just do y'all homework and shit.
Yeah.
It be looking good. That's why I be like, man, fuck Instagram. I'm trying to like meet the niggas. Like, if it's an A&R saying I can get beats and so shit, set a session up where y'all get to Atlanta.
Facts.
That's how I do it. If you don't do that or you don't want to, you don't want to work with me for real. So I'm not trying to hear what you trying to say. Or I go see if you following if the artist is following you, if y'all got interactions and shit. Like,
Do you think it's important for producers to, you know what I'm saying, get out here, go to them networking events? Even artists too.
Yeah.
You feel me? Show face.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit, even the club for real. Like, even though I'm not a club nigga, I just, you know what I'm saying? I'm from here. I grew up with a lot of niggas. Like, my network is big already. And then on top of what I done did, leaving Atlanta and going to DC, and then going to places like New York, Philly, Jersey, Chicago, you know what I'm saying? Cali. Like, moving around is really what made me goddamn stamp myself too. So.
Would you say that you were heavier, like, you were a heavy person on the internet when you first started and it got you farther, or a heavier person in person?
Because most of my placements came from relationships.
Yeah.
I've never gotten an internet placement.
For real?
All my placements, for the most part, have been in person with the producer or the session.
Oh, that's hard. That's hard.
And like, you see, like, I might not have as many as some of the other producers. Like, this is like my first 2 years of like really getting shit like popping for real, like shit moving. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now that it's doing all that, every placement has been different. Like, it's been important in a different state or something like that. Like, that shit cracking over here, it's over here, it's over here. You know what I'm saying? New York, Philly, Chicago. Again, like all the places I just named, like I got something everywhere that's doing something. You feel me? So, yeah, networking is important though. These networking events nowadays, like, it might not be as organic for real, but you never know.
What was the placement that made you kind of like be like, all right, bet, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Like, it's lit.
I ain't never gonna say it was a placement. Like, I always wanted to do this shit. I didn't know it was gonna be producing. I thought it was gonna be like being drumming and shit like that. But once I learned to make beats and then went somewhere else and seen like, oh, it's like nigga really need beats out here. Like, oh, you know what I'm saying? And I'm seeing like, oh, artists are starting to pop and shit, and then seeing what's going on back home in Atlanta. So every time I'm leaving from like Howard and shit like that, I went to Howard for 2 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, just go to DC and shit. Like, I went on some music shit though. You feel me? Like, that's what got me in for real. So once I got there, I feel like I wasn't learning shit, but the network and just being in another city and listening and hearing other shit, like, that what did it. But also seeing what's going on in Atlanta and seeing everybody go there that's from other places and shit, and that's why the shit busting like it is now. So it's like, just coming back and forth and shit, all that, bro. All that shit was important. But the networking events now be cool. It's all about how you want to play it, for real. Like, you want to talk to the nigga? Like, I'm not scared to talk to niggas. But it also depends on what the situation is looking like at the right time. You know what I'm saying? You can't just be pushing it. If you can work your way and get in, that's different. But if you, hey bro, like, I done met niggas in the mall.
Where were you working at again?
Shit, the mall. I worked at Foot Locker and I got to work at Urban.
At Lennox?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a perfect spot right there.
Everybody come in there.
Yeah. That's a perfect spot. That's free game.
I wasn't finna, like, no disrespect to the folks that flip burgers and shit like that, but I wasn't finna do that. I like clothes, and I know I really can sell anything for real.
Yeah.
I know I can sell that. The quickest, like, oh yeah, I'm good at this job, work my way up, whatever. For a couple months type shit, then once, like, you know what I'm saying? Everybody go through a stump when they need something for a second. Some people lucky though, they ain't got to, but, you know.
Would you tell producers to keep their job or to just sprint about that?
If you making good money, yeah, keep your job until you ain't got to worry about making money from music. If you see you making enough money from music to the point where you ain't got to work no job, by any means. It's up to you though. Some nigga like working a job and being a lit producer. I know a lot of niggas that got jobs still.
Facts.
They just be chilling. I don't care. But it's some nigga who live in the lit, like, they live in that lit life for real. To where they ain't got to. But that's the goal.
Where would you say you profited the most as a producer, even to this day? What's the biggest profit for you?
It's between the placements and selling beats on Instagram.
On Instagram? Straight out social media?
I do it direct, though. Like, I be using United Market now, though. Shout out to the guys at United Market, man. Sincere.
Yes, sir.
And Ron and all y'all, man. Shout out to y'all.
Yes, sir.
If y'all ain't got that shit, go get that shit. Like, that shit really fire as fuck. Like, everything you need right there. Bios, descriptions, credits, services, all that shit. So, but other than that, though, nigga, DM me, Cash App, Apple Pay, or Zelle. What you got? You feel me? I'll even be trying to fuck with y'all nigga on budget. Y'all just can't be coming with crumb shit. Like, I can't really do nothing with like $50 for real. No disrespect to y'all, but like, you can at least give me $100. It costs $100 to walk out the door.
Facts. That's facts.
You know what I'm saying? We can work something out, but That's if you ain't, bro. If you got it, bro, pay me, don't play me, bro. Like y'all Google me. Y'all can see what I'm doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
My price for real. But I understand how it be being an independent artist. So I be trying to fuck with niggas, but I have to fuck with you too, though. I'm not finna just do it, though.
When it comes to artist
Come
development, do you help artists like promote themselves and shit like that, or you just kind of stay
post
in
your
there?
shit. Especially if I produce it, I post it and all that.
I'm saying some artists don't have no rollout plan. They don't really know how to capture their fans and shit. You know what I'm saying?
At the same time, though, especially if it's just business, like you can't do for beats, like that ain't your fault. I mean,
Yeah.
Like it's not mine, it's not your fault. Like it's
Yeah.
strictly on y'all, it's on the artist.
Yeah.
But if it's artist development, like you fucking with the nigga, like you posting nigga
Yeah.
shit, all that, you with him, you show him out, you know what I'm saying? He show you out, like it's y'all gotta shine together.
That's facts. That's facts.
It's fucked up. Like a lot of niggas don't want to see other niggas shine. I don't know what's up with that.
I don't know what's up with that either. I think niggas just kind of,
Like I don't get it, bro.
I don't know.
All that hating shit be weird. But shout out to genuine love too though. Like that shit get you far, but you gotta goddamn be on your P's and Q's though. You gotta pay attention to what's going on out here still.
Facts. Definitely. Niggas gonna show you action. They ain't gonna tell you. They gonna show you. They gonna do it. What's some things that make an artist or a producer like official? Cause I know everybody like I said, talking, saying, I'm the artist, I do this and that. What's some things that just make it speak for itself? You know what I'm saying?
Real numbers, real credentials.
Mm-hmm.
Producers, credentials, real numbers, artists. Or talent. You might not even have the biggest numbers, but I see what you got going on, so I'll fuck around, put you on my project. We do a little single or something together. I make sure you get yours, I get mine.
Mm-hmm.
If your shit fire enough, you know what I'm saying? Like labels be talking, they be calling, they be asking. Like labels ask me more about like my own producer projects. Walk Down Music Volume 1, Free Agency.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And the producer and artists like projects that I got with like Blue Lingo. You know what I'm saying? Lil Bro Carter. Like they literally ask like who are those artists?
Mm.
On some crazy shit. Like you wouldn't. I'm not gonna say you wouldn't expect it, but like the talent there. So that speaks too. So. It's a couple different things, but if it's a combination of all that, we might be able to do something.
What's the benefit of doing an instrumental album?
You keep your money. Like that's your money. You keep majority of that shit. If you got samples, you gotta break bread for sure. But that shit only really be happening if your shit go. You know what I'm saying? It's only a certain amount of streams that you gotta get in order to get some money. Like it might not even be $100, but
Facts.
once you hit this amount of streams on this platform, you get something. Like you just now starting to get paid type shit.
Mm.
But yeah, like that's your money though, and it also shows your creativity. Like it make people pay attention. Like I dropped Thank God for 808s. That's my it's the first one. I'm not calling it like volume 1 and shit like that, but it's the first instrumental project I ever did. That shit did more numbers than any other project I've ever done. Like, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
And a lot of niggas in here be like, hey, what's up with this beat? What's up with that beat? Like, hey, what you finna do with that? Like, even some of them for syncs and shit like that. That shit cool, though. Like, yeah, they can all still be bought, worked on, and placed and shit. Like, that's what it's for. Bring the attention to you.
Okay. That's hard. A lot of producers want a bigger, like, brand awareness. They want some internet presence, but they ain't got no projects. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's one thing I'm working on. You know what I'm saying? I wanna have a Spotify. I wanna have an Apple Music, shit like that. My own.
But you been doing this shit like that,
but with other niggas, but not
that.
like my own. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I fuck with that shit.
Cause like, and it's easy to get your own profile on all the streaming platforms. You just gotta put an artist profile in.
Facts.
Once you put your music up, it's gotta go through all that shit.
Facts.
But that's why we got apps for shit like that. They got free ones and ones you can pay for. I use Distro Kit for my independent like releases and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Artists or whatever, like that's what I use them for.
Mm.
Even my instrumental project, like, all my shit I use it for Distro Kit. Yeah.
It's hard. Is there anything you want, you know what I'm saying, all the producers to do?
Shit, man. Do you, bro.
Do you?
Straight up, like, if you great, you great. Like, if it's in you, it's in you. It's gotta be in you, not on you, for real. So, create your own lane, for real. Like, work on your own shit. Don't stray too far off the map though. You won't scare people and shit like that. You're gonna be like, what the fuck is this? There's a lane for everything, but make sure your shit hot. Like, make sure it feel like something. Don't just be throwing sounds together. Don't just be goddamn throwing beats, don't mixing them and shit like that. If that shit don't feel like nothing, what you think it's gonna do in a studio? Feel like literally nothing. Like, they gonna skip right over that.
How do you keep yourself from overdoing the beat?
I do this often though. Like, a lot of beats, I'll be making them, I'll save it and don't even bounce it. Come back later. But in that moment, I be making unique a lot of shit too though. Putting shit in different patterns. But you gotta just do it right. You gotta pick the pockets. And you gotta make sure it feel like something somebody can get on. Like, if you gotta mumble, like, I ain't saying you gotta be a rapper. If you don't hear nothing on it, you don't hear nobody's voice, nothing like that. Like, start taking shit out and seeing what. Because the voices, they use their voice like an instrument too. So those go in pockets as well, like cadences and tones and shit like that.
Facts.
So I just, whatever I feel is right, you feel me?
Okay.
But everybody be having high moments where you got too much shit in there and shit like that. Then you come back like, damn, I kind of was doing too much. Then you make a new beat out of it. If you like that.
So what's the new projects we got coming soon?
Man, another instrumental album, a couple more producer projects and producer artist projects, Blue Lingo, Blue Shug, my own project, you know what I'm saying? Damn, who else? Shit, a lot of placements too though. A lot of my shit unreleased though. And I got like 2 or 3 songs that got leaked.
That was you rapping on that shit on Instagram?
Which one?
You just posted some shit. That was you rapping?
It's a couple of, I just be...
Yeah, so you an artist. You know what I'm saying? You was going crazy. I was like, what the fuck this thing got going on?
Nah, you know, I be doing that shit too though, cause like I wanna write. I wanna get into writing and shit like that. Ain't no wanna write, like I do be writing. I just submitted hooks and shit like that. But, you know, niggas be talking to though. I feel like I got something to say.
Nah, for sure.
But like, I try to make sure you hear me when I say it.
Yeah.
It's a statement. You know?
For
Y'all
sure.
will see though, like, shit coming soon, man. There's a lot of shit, bro. I just got a lot of shit, you know, up my sleeve.
It really be a caliber of producer rappers, you feel me? It'd be like, why you doing that? And it'd be like, oh yeah, you decent. And it'd be like, oh,
I
you
also
going
feel
stupid.
like-
You're going crazy. Like rapping as a producer, like for your
fuck
beats to be
with
that hard? Bro, I hear a lot of producer rapping, you feel me? I don't give a fuck who get mad. Sometimes,
It don't be
your persona, your lingo, you know what I'm saying?
But some nigga really ain't built for music though, like from the ground up, or like really done like tapped in with themselves with it though. I also feel like music one of them things that chose me. Like I ain't choose it.
Yeah, I did.
And
that.
it really
Sure.
like it lives in me. Like it's a playlist for my life for real. Like in a lot of ways, it's music from all over the place. That's why I like Sunday, like even when I'm not with these niggas or whatever like that, it be song like times I'm playing jazz, goddamn times when I'm listening to Erica Badu and shit. Like I can listen to that shit though, Mild though. Cause Mild be
y'all fuck niggas be hating on me, not listening to every and shit like that. But nah, skate that verse like
I don't be tripping like,
that verse like
but at the same time though, time and place.
Time to play for everything.
Time and play, like we ain't finna pull up on no women, you know what I'm saying? We ain't finna pull up on no function, nothing like that. We playing aim, we ain't finna do that. We got other shit on our mind, you know what I'm saying? We ain't finna do that, bro.
Let everybody know where they can follow you at Skate.
And follow me on Instagram, bro, at _Sk808, with it's Sk808, you know what I'm saying? Bitch skate, you know what I'm saying? Follow me on Twitter at Sk808_. Same shit, man. My website, you know what I'm saying? Sk808global.com. You feel me? Just because I'm a global nigga, man. I ain't just local. I'm all over the place, you know what I'm saying? Check my website out, man. Y'all niggas go grab a skateboard, man. The skateboard's on the way. A lot of items on the way, too, man. I got a lot of shit, man. Like, y'all finna see who a nigga really is, though. Straight up.
Okay.
So, tap in.
Let's get it. Sk808, Gas and Beats. We out.
Yeah.